Hello, and welcome to the Hazleton Middle School 2020 National Junior Honor Society Induction. We are here today to acknowledge the students who have demonstrated the 5 pillars of the National Junior Honor Society and thus earned induction into this prestigious society. As principal of Hazleton Middle School, I would like to send a sincere thank you to all of the parents who have supported, encouraged, and challenged their children to rise to this level of success. I would like to congratulate all our inductees today, and I encourage you to listen to your classmates as they expand upon these 5 pillars at the foundation of the National Junior Honor Society. These are not just words chosen at random, but words that serve a significant meaning. A significance and meaning that I hope you can carry with you into your next academic career. Although the faculty, staff, and student body cannot be here with you for this induction today, I want you to know that they are all very proud of you and proud to call you a Mountaineer.
As we begin our ceremony, Shavli and Lucheska Perez will lead us in pledging the flag.
Welcome everybody to the 2020 National Junior Honor Society ceremony. We will now begin the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In addition to being our school's National Junior Honor Society advisor, I'm also a 7th grade reading teacher. Everyone knows that reading teachers have many stories to tell, so it shouldn't surprise you that I have 2 that I would like to share. The first story is based on a short animated film called Joy's Story. It is about a man who fishes, his loyal pup, whose name happens to be Joy, and a pesky bird. Early one morning before the sun rises, the man boards a rowboat with his fishing pole, a can of worms, and his spirited pup. The water is barely lit by the light of the moon, and a blanket of fog floats on the water. The man and his pup are completely surrounded by solitude, a silent stillness, as such is required during the art of fishing. As the man casts his fishing line into the water, his pup excitedly notices some of nature's wonders. Soon, an adult heron quietly appears on the ledge of the rowboat, and the pup playfully wags her tail. The heron, uninterested in the pup, nonchalantly sidesteps on the ledge of the boat, inching closer to the can of worms. Quicker than the blink of an eye, the heron steals a worm and takes off, while the pup barks at the rude visitor. The man turns around, but the heron is gone. All he sees is his pup, and he hushes her. The pup, with her head hanging sorrowfully down, plops defeatedly on the floor. Within moments, the heron sneakily returns and again makes moves toward the can of worms. The pup quietly growls, being mindful of her master's wishes for silence, but hoping he will turn around and catch the heron in the act. He doesn't turn around. And just like that, the heron snatches another worm, so this time the pup barks loudly. When the man turns around, the heron is gone. All he sees is the pup. And not only does he hush her, but he directs her to the other end of the boat. The pup whines regrettably as she takes her place. But it's clear by her expression that she's angry at that nuisance of a bird who keeps stealing from her master. Before you know it, the heron is back and wastes no time plucking another worm. This time the pup grabs onto the other end, and a full-blown tug-of-war ensues. The ruckus causes the man to turn around. He sees the heron, rushes to the other end of the boat, and swings his oar at the bird, causing her to shed some feathers. The pup now has a look of deep contentment on her face. Finally, the pest is gone. What happens next changes everything. The pup watches the heron land in her nest as 3 hungry babies await their meal. She has nothing to offer them except for a fish, which they cannot eat. Upon seeing this, the pup has a change of heart, grabs a bunch of worms, and places them on the ledge of the boat. The heron happily returns for the worms to feed her hungry babes, and then returns one last time to dump as many fish as she could hold in her beak on the bottom of the boat. Here we have a happy ending. The story surely demonstrates that things aren't always as they seem. The pup at first thought of the heron as an annoyance, but later learned that the bird was just trying to feed her babes. The first lesson here is it's important to look at people and situations through different lenses. Doing so will lead to a deeper understanding. The second message is that it's rewarding to show kindness, and by doing so, you are spreading the joy. There are 5 characteristics that all National Junior Honor Society members possess. Defining these characteristics are our club's officers, Logan Darrow, Haley Carell, JD Mercedes, Marbella Gardado Ramos, and Evan Tobias.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study. Knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes a lamp by which we read the past, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the responsibility to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffective without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is an essential responsibility of each of our members.
Citizenship. Citizenship is the obligation each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, and our nation are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of all our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedom and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering into our lives. We, the members of the chapter, are called to live up to the high standards of citizenship from this day and forward.
Character is a force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each of us our individuality. Without character, no one can respect oneself nor attain the respect of others. It is a force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved, it is not received. It is a product of constant action, striving daily to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and ability to the creation of a better tomorrow.
At this time, students are asked to recite the National Junior Honor Society Pledge, as led by Isaac Estevez.
At this time, the NJHS candidates will recite the pledge. Candidates, please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school, and I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character. Thank you. You may be seated.
Before we present our 2020 National Junior Honor Society members, I would like to acknowledge the service activities that they completed this past school year. Members wrote letters to soldiers serving overseas, and they organized a dodgeball tournament that raised nearly $700 for the American Cancer Society. Many assisted at our school's holiday vendor fair. They made origami hearts for residents of the Mountain City Nursing Home. Some tutored elementary students on a weekly basis. And all members who were inducted last year contributed to our interactive bulletin board, which offered inspirational messages to students throughout the school year. Our members helped their families, their neighbors, their churches, the Valor Clinic Foundation, and the Hazleton One Community Center. We are extremely proud of their individual and collective efforts.
We will now recognize the 2020 7th grade National Junior Honor Society inductees. Congratulations to our 7th grade inductees. And now we will recognize our 8th grade members and inductees.
Chrislyn Hernandez Jimenez will pay tribute to parents and guardians.
Dear parents, guardians, and family members, thank you for all you have done to support your child through his or her academic development. We never would have made it here without the encouragement you have given us. You have been present to help us in times of needs. You have guided us in decisions between right and wrong. Everyone has been through a lot this year, and your commitment to caring for us hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you for making the time to help us and be there for us. Thank you for installing us with a strong passion for learning and for doing everything possible to put us on a path to greatness. Even though we might not say it or show it at the moment, we are still grateful for everything you do. Thank you for teaching us the better way. We wouldn't have made it without you.
Boys and girls, you've carried out many kind gestures throughout the school year, and I hope that you see that you are the candles. You're the flickers of hope. Your work, however, is not done. Remember to view situations through different perspectives. Remember to show kindness and compassion. Remember, whether it's through your actions or your words, in your corner of the world, continue to shine.
Hi, my name is Michaela Potens, and I am in 8th grade. I would like to say a huge thank you to all the teachers, staff, and administration for all their hard work. I would first like to thank Mr. Uplinger, Mr. Urechko, and Ms. Kupcho for their time and dedication. They truly want every single student to succeed. I would also like to thank all the secretaries, aides, and other staff members. They keep the school running smoothly as possible. And lastly, I would like to thank all the teachers. Even though these are very challenging times, they try to educate us every day. They motivate us and encourage us to stay on the path to success. Thank you to everyone, and stay safe.
Congratulations to the inductees and members of National Junior Honor Society. You have truly earned this recognition and distinction. Congratulations to the parents and families of these remarkable young individuals. Your unconditional love, guidance, support, and encouragement throughout the years is a monumental reason why your child received and earned this recognition. Thank you to our teachers and staff for their unwavering commitments and dedication to our students. Thanks to all the students, family, and friends who provided encouragement and support to these young men and women. The pillars of scholarship, citizenship, leadership, service, and good character in which these National Junior Honor Society inductees and members excelled in were not chosen at random. They are closely interrelated, build upon one another, and form the core of a sound individual. Let that perspective motivate you to be a scholar and leader and to live a life of high character and service. I challenge you to continue to strive towards even greater goals and always make decisions based on the core values that earned you this recognition. We applaud all National Junior Honor Society inductees and new members on this distinct honor and recognition that you received and now carry with you forever as a member of National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations.